since I ever so gracefully decided to break the distributor in the van. I now have to head out to a local podunk-ass junkyard, see if they still have the van that they had a while back, and hopefully pull the Dizzy that's presumably in working condition. Great. Traffic, it's not bad now, but it's gonna be bad on the way back. Can't wait. Go to the yard, you bump into super cool stuff like this. Jeez. Oh man. Those they're Ronalds. These things are sweet. Got the spoiler, the hard top. What a bad ride that is. Last time I was here, this place was a mud hole. That's a sand pit. Hey, Bo, you remember that egg-shaped, funny-looking Toyota van with the weird-looking front end? Yeah, I moved it out back. Okay. Out back. Yep. Couldn't be much more out back than literally the third to last car in the whole yard. Stick trying to get me. Well, there she is. Van wagon. Pain in my ace. Step 1, remove passenger seat. Step 2, remove carpet. Step 3, remove the shifter. 3.5, remove the parking brake. 4, 1,000,000 12mm bolts. 4 3/4, remove somebody's ghetto bolt that's not supposed to be there. It's 10 feet long with a nut on the back. Great. Find out it was standard hardware and semi-stripped. Get it anyway. Step 5, pull the big thingy out. Access distributor. It's that mud thing there. Fortunately, from the looks of this, it had a power steering leak, so this guy was constantly putting power steering fluid in here. Probably leaked maybe a little smidgen of oil, and it's actually kept this thing free. Tell you what, mine did not move at all, so maybe this one will come out without breaking. This one was trying. Something about the way these things carry heat or something must really stick that O-ring into these things, but this one was trying to be stuck like my other one, but it did wriggle on out of there. This thing is filthy, but you might notice it has 3 pedals over there and 2 shifter cables. This unit's a 5-speed. Might ask how much they want for the transmission. I will point out this one does not have rear air conditioning, but it was originally a family van. See, that's why I think my rear air conditioned panel is strange. But here we are. Dizzy pulled. Does it work? Who knows? Well, like 40, 50 bucks, he said. So, guess we'll go pay the man. Yep. And this old stuff is so cool looking. I need this Ford box truck though. That thing's badass. Got some Zukis in here too. Need that brush guard. Shoo! I was a little concerned they were going to take this thing in the yard. You know, fits right in here. Whew. So, here's the sitch. First of all, woke up at 3:15 this morning to go to work. So I'm already tired. Went to the junkyard after work. Got this Dizzy. Replaced this extremely broken Dizzy. Cleaned it up with some carb cleaner. Got her installed. Seemingly back the way she came out. Now, I started it off of starting fluid to ensure that that was in fact timed the way it was. But then I ran my fuel pump for a minute. You know, great connections here. Prime the system. Let's see if she wants to behave. Oh God, it's, you know, not having a seat's kind of a strange situation. That's a running engine. Definitely the longest it's ever run. Boy, does it have some blow by. Hopefully after some running, these rings will close back up. Otherwise, she might need a motor anyway. Oh! But seems like I'm at least back to where I was before breaking the distributor, if not in a better situation. So, thank goodness. All right. So, got my return line reservoir set up so we can actually put some fuel through it. Prime it for a second. All right. That runs. We know she runs. Not good. Not good at all. But she does run. Whew. Gotta tell you, boys and girls, not feeling it today. It is a beautiful day. Woke up this morning, cannot move my neck. But ain't gonna get done if I don't work on it. So spend a few minutes on it. See what we can do today. Don't have a barb to put into my boat tank because this one does not come with a return or something I can use as a return. Still using my 1 gallon jug as a return catching reservoir, which sucks because that thing fills up way too fast from this $30 Amazon special $2.55. Thing actually moves some fluids. So anyway, got her all rigged up, ready to start a fire. Hooked the parking brake up to a, place where I can use it so I can put her on the ground and see if the transmission works. Problem with that is all these tires are flat. Dang it. First order of business, I guess, is it's actually a 4AG AW11 MR2, which is kind of cool, but the revving, kind of unnecessary. Yep. Anywho, let's see if she still starts. Excellent. So, yeah. Okay. See if it moves. Oh, Lord. The door handle came off. That's, maybe I should leave that open in case I got a tuck and roll. I forgot this thing has literally an opaque windshield. Great. Which way are the wheels turned? Where are they even at? Yeah. Very good. Well, never tried to rev it from the gas pedal. have the shifter hooked up, which was fine, until I thought about the fact that park, reverse, neutral, drive, and reverse would be a very bad thing right now. So, reverse. Ooh. Park. Oh, fuck. What gear is that? Low. 2. Drive. That's reverse. Neutral. Maybe. Oh, buddy. This might be a really bad idea. Yep. Probably, definitely. Okay. Let's chalk the wheels. Theoretically, it's in neutral. Also, this power steering belt is literally spinning that far from my butt cheek. Okay. Transmission, at least, kind of works. Fuel return, still a disaster. I mean, that thing ran for what? 30 seconds? Maybe? That pump be pumping. Gonna have to do something different here. Dang it. So, here's our fix. 1/4-inch NPT barb fitting, oh so gracefully threaded into our beautiful scepter fuel tank here. I wish I could tell you that my plan of putting a NPT nut on the backside of that barb so it couldn't come out and so it'd have a little bit more resistance to leaking worked. However, no, it didn't. There's just a NPT nut floating around in this tank now. Yeah, anyway. So I can run the pump. She cycles back into the tank instead of filling up a secondary reservoir. Cool. I guess. Yeah, let's move it more than a foot. Yeah. I think my hose leaks just a touch. So, this thing's concerningly low on water. It's also concerningly about to be wintertime and I'm putting straight hose water in it, but that's probably not a problem. So, yep. Guess we'll fill this thing up and then not be able to tell if it leaks because the ground's going to be soaked from my leaky hose. This thing literally has no coolant in it. Yikes. Well. It definitely leaks. Maybe that's why it was parked. Seems to be coming from down back yonder where the intake manifold and rear heater hoses are at. So, sure those are fun to get to. Crap. Guess we gotta do that. But it did drive from all the way over there to here with a bunch of flats. I mean, come on. She's a runner. I don't know what those are, but they appeared there. Spooky. So to get to this coolant line, a responsible mechanic takes the upper intake manifold off, possibly even the valve cover, leaving the intake manifold and finagling around and maybe being able to get back there. I am neither a mechanic nor am I responsible. So I planned on being a hack. Come back here, I took the heater vent diverter doodad thingy off to access this rear firewall. It's gonna be a hack. Cut a hole. Fun fact, someone beat me to it. Haha! Oh yeah. So I had thought about doing the right thing and trying to get it from the front. I'm glad I didn't. I would have been pissed if I came back here and while fiddling around, I found this hole. So it's already here. Looking around online about these vans, not even remotely about cooling system stuff, but stumbled across a thread called Hose of Death, and it's this one. It's this hose here. The Toyota Vanners call it a hose of death. Guess it always leaks and it's impossible to get to without a access hole, and that's the one. Well, at least that is one that is leaking. So, guess I'll get that fixed and see what leaks next. All right. Oh. So, the bigger issue here is actually this hose, for whatever reason, goes to a rubber hose that goes to the intake manifold, which is that one, which connects to this other half of metal hose. Well, that's rusted off. And it's welded to that vacuum line. So, those run over here to this rubber hose, which is the throttle body cooler hose. So, I think my plan is to bypass the metal half and join this straight to this. And yeah. That should do it. Cool. So, get that heater hose connected. Still getting a little bit of smoke, but I'm hoping that's just residual burning off. I've had it sitting here idling for a minute. It actually is idled long enough for it to drop down into the low idle. So it's no longer in the cold start loop or whatever in the computer, which is cool. I was hoping I could run it long enough to see if the temp gauge comes up. I still don't know if it's got oil in it. Those are ants. Definitely a new one on me. I've never seen ants and a brake fluid reservoir. Also never seen a brake fluid reservoir that you access through the dash, except for in like race cars. So that's kind of funny. But yeah, guess I'll put some fluid in and see if the pedal does anything. That'd be kind of neat. Well, it's just taking fluid. lot of it actually. It's funny though, when you're filling it, the ants start floating. Such a strange thing. Well, the pedal moves smoothly. Once again, no fluid in the reservoir though. Ooh, now it's really soft. Oops. Might have spilled a little. A lot. In the vehicle. That's fine. Woof. Just holding the pedal down and it's drinking. So it's definitely displacing some air, but I don't know if it's ever gonna. You know, it's hard to say on these master cylinders that have sat for any period of time if they're ever gonna come back. Oh my God. All right, let's see. Did you see that? Please tell me you could see that. Push the pedal all the way down to presumably actuate the second half of the master, the rears typically. And a little vent hole in the cap just sprayed out like a geyser all over the door. Convenient. Yikes. I don't have any rags, so trying not to use any chemicals because, for the time being at least, I'd like to kind of keep all this schmutz on the rest of it. So, going with a sponge, this stuff is crazy thick. I mean, this is insane. Damn near need an ice scraper to get it off. Might have been a good idea. Threw one away today. Yep. Maybe I should have kept that. Slightly scratched. Maybe a little cracked too. Easier to see through now though. So that's good.
Charlie,
Did a burnout.
do you like the van?
He says absolutely not.